One of my biggest pet peeves around the house has always been my rain gutters. My rain gutters fight me. They do. So, especially this back one. It's the shortest one and it is never quite right. So let's go up and see what we've got. This thing always leaks. We're supposed to get a storm this afternoon and I thought we'd go up and take a look. Let's see what's going on up here. Let me get you all set up. Yep. I guess while we're at it, let's check my security camera too. This is my new camera I set up back here. 100% solar. Looking good. So I've got these covers on here, but they get clogged because right here is the downspout from the bigger part of the roof up there, and it gets these seeds, and then the water comes down, goes right over the seeds. I fight these all year long. I think I'm going to take these off. At least this one. Yep. All right. Not bad. Actually, the gutter is clear. Gutter's clear. Not sure if you can see, but what I'm going to do is put on one of these bigger black, the cheaper ones. These folding black mesh, and we'll see how that works up here, but I got to cut it. Let me go get it. This is what I had up here before. These clogged all the time. Just too big. But for this 2-foot section, I think I'm just going to put one back up here. So let's just cut off a chunk. Got my garden shears for this job. No biggie. Nothing to see, I'd show you, but nothing to see. Now let's fix this here, and all I'm going to do is jam this up underneath here. Maybe. These are not easy to do either. Yeah. Something like that. These aren't the greatest, but look at that. Now this water can come down in here freely without hitting it. So there we go. All right, first project done. Let's go down and see what else we can find. So that was my gutter. That should be fixed. Let's go put this all away. Cleaned out most of the barn a couple weeks back. I threw away so much stuff. I found stuff in here from 15 years ago, right after we moved in. Probably longer than that. But I could not walk in here before. At least now I can walk in here. Okay, next project. See, I could not even walk in here before. Next one is probably going to be solar. We can do that real quick. So I've got this little panel out here This thing is older than Moses too. This is probably a 15-year-old panel. And that's maybe 12 or 13 watts. This is just a trickle charger. I'm kind of getting heavy into solar right now. See, all I do is I feed the cable through here. It has a little charge controller. I'm not even sure. This thing is so tiny. I don't even think it's, how many amps? This is only a 7 amp charge controller. Not big, but it was just used to keep the battery charged in the tractor. Now I've got a 50 amp panel. I like to move outside. It is humid out here. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. It is, it's going to be a record hot today. Record high heat and very humid. Hard to breathe. But I've got this board here. I'm going to put my charge controller here. I got an EP Evers 30 amp charge controller. I'm going to put that here. And then really I'm just going to run a wire. Just run those rafters. And then I can just drop it into the tractor to keep the battery charged. Then I've got my 50 amp solar panel, which is way overkill for this this little project, but that's just to keep that battery charged. And that EP Evers is a multi-stage. It's actually a very good charge controller. So if I do decide to upgrade in here and put a, even if I want to put in a nice power inverter, I can do that. If I want to put solar on the roof, which ain't a bad idea. I'm looking into that too. Not that I ever use power out here. And honestly, I had at one point in time I thought about running power from the house and an underground cable. So I only got to go about 20 feet and just have it drop in here. But it just, I don't know, I never did it. That's probably a lot easier than this. But at least we'll have solar out here. I've got an old Trojan battery there. I tested that the other day. That is dead in a doornail. Yeah, I couldn't get it to budge. That battery is probably a good 10 years old. And it's been dead for years. It's been in the front garage. That was in our boat. Went back when we had the boat. I sold that boat, oh geez, 6 or 7 years ago, so I know that battery's 10 years old. And at this point, it's just gonna have to be turned in for a core refund. But I don't think I'm gonna need the battery for a while. If I do put a inverter out here, or a converter, I guess this is a converter. If I put a converter out here, then I'll need it. So that's that. That's all I was going to use that for. But I guess the next step is getting out that 50 watt panel. I'll bring out that EP Evers and we can mount that thing. I guess that will be another video because we're probably in, I don't know how long this video's been going on. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes in already, so I think we're okay now. Been chatting for 10 minutes. This is one project I like to do. It just depends on the weather. But like I said, it's supposed to rain today. The other project I like to do today is, I guess since I do have the ladder out, I need to change the camera on my rear view camera, actually. Rear view camera. This thing is dead. The power comes on, but it doesn't transfer the signal. It doesn't transmit. The company sent me a whole new unit. I tested it inside. Camera works fine. So while I got the ladder out, I want to just do it. Take me 5 minutes. It's 2 screws. Pull that cable down from that grommet, and there's a barrel connector in there. Just plug it in, put it back up in the grommet, screw the camera, done. I might do that today. That's the only project I want to get done. Just a quick little video. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm sweating already, so I think I'm going to get this camera done before it gets too hot. All right, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one.